Hey everyone, Jag Taggart 93 here with another comprehensive Doom-wide review. Today we're looking at a July 2019 map from Iacobus, I think that's how that's pronounced, Iacobus, called Unwanted Consequences. According to the README file, this WAD takes place in a cloning lab overtaken by demons. It's a short, fast-paced map, somewhat linear, but the order and side to which you enter each room can drastically change the outcome of gameplay. The README file continues here. I recommend the hard difficulty for a first run, learn the layout, and then the custom skill, Insane, which has more monsters and less ammo and health. And yeah, he's not kidding. So that's what I did. I played it first on hard mode. I found it a little odd that the author felt the need to change the difficulty names, but no big deal. I guess they wanted to make it clear that hard mode was actually hard, and Insane mode, which is in the ultra-violence slot, should not be treated as the default difficulty here. Now, I definitely appreciate that, as this map has a couple of very helpful secrets they want to take at the exact right time, and if you take the wrong route to progression, you're going to not have a good time at all, and it will cost you. The README file really wasn't lying at all. The tempo of this map is very, very, very fast, with many of the enemies being soldiers early on, as expected in a UAC cloning lab. But as you get deeper into the lab, you find all sorts of different other things. You find revenants, archviles, and yes, there's even a cyber demon. More on him a little later. And this fits the theme pretty well, actually. You would imagine that you would have a lot of soldiers in sniping areas in a UAC facility, so that's pretty cool, and the environment looks fairly well made, with really nothing bad that I can see. My favorite area perhaps being the Blue Key area, for example, which has these teleporters in which demons will teleport in. And this can be imagined as cloning pods, and the demons that are teleporting in are actually fresh clones that just keep on coming and coming, and these are the clones that overran the base. The difficulty is fairly consistently challenging in both hard and insane mode, with the most difficult areas in my opinion being where you get the red key, the cyber demon fight, and the very end of the map. The red key ambush is particularly nasty on insane mode, especially if you're not expecting it. As soon as you trigger it, it's tempting to dart right where you came from, where there's more cover. But that path is cut off and only accessible after you flip a switch after clearing out this area. The thing is, when you're trying to go to that area and you realize your mistake, you're just kind of out in the open, which leaves you hanging for the revenants and the chain gunners across the way that are able to deplete your health really, really quickly. A little later, there is a cyber demon fight that I mentioned that is a little tricky, but once you know where to go and what you're doing, just flip the switches and it's really not that hard, just keep moving. Now the final area is probably the hardest part of the map, which makes sense. You want your hardest part probably being the big climax at the end. And if you haven't died yet, you'll likely die a few times here. To start off, there's some very sneaky cacodemons behind these slime waterfalls here. They'll pick at you, and they're, you don't see them until it's too late, so that's kind of cheap a little bit. There are arachnotrons filling the hallways, and other demons scattered about this small maze of gated barriers, through which they're all able to attack you. Now you have to manage space very, very efficiently as you navigate through the halls up to where the spider mastermind is and then the exit. Ammo is also at a precious minimum here, especially on insane difficulty. There's also a couple archviles here too, which I mentioned the cacodemons flanking you early on being cheap, but no, this really takes the taco in cheapness. I mean, I can forgive it though because it is the last big encounter of the game, so yeah, especially on insane difficulty, don't be surprised if you're down to your berserk fists here and there. But overall, Unwanted Consequences earns an 85% for me. It's a quality map that was made with attention to its theme, and delivers in terms of challenge and pacing. I also really enjoyed the music, and additional little touches here too, like the slightly changed HUD and the title screen and end screens. I definitely recommend you give this one a shot this weekend. And that's all I really have to say about it. Thank you all for watching. This is Jag Taggart 93 signing out. You have a good one.